Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4. So we are back today making content on this fantastic game, and we're going to be starting off the rebound to content with the BMW S1000RR here in the terrific Tuscany track of Mugello. Now I want to give a special shout out to some friends of mine, and especially my friend Will, because he inspired me to do this video. And basically, whilst I was working at the NEC, working at Motorcycle Live with the BMW Motorrad guys, Will, a new friend of mine, had the motorcycle sim where you could use the S1000RR and race it as people do in real life, with a comparison on the television, and you can compare your lean angles and how much throttle you're working on and how much brake you're applying, and it really inspired me, and I really wanted to give this a try, but unfortunately I just never had the opportunity. So why not the best thing, or the next best thing should I say, play it in Ride 4 here in Mugello with the S1000RR. Why not have some fun? Now I don't know what my potential is here in this circuit, but I will mention I have returned to my beloved DualShock 4 controller, and I cannot tell you how good it feels to have my favourite controller back in my grasps. I've been using the PS5 controller. I used it before going to the NEC, and I've used it after, well, and during Motorcycle Live, and I've got to be honest with you, I just don't resonate with the new PS5 controller. I've gone back to the PS4 controller, and I do believe that's how it will stay for the majority of my content for future videos from now on. So happy to be feeling confident and happy to have that same controller back in my grasp, and honestly really excited to start bringing in Ride 4 content once again. The resurgence of Ride 4 is well and truly happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. The Discord server is kicking off with time trial challenges in Road Atlanta. No, not Road Atlanta, it might be Road Atlanta, can't remember. And there's some even more kicking off as we speak. If you want to join the Discord server, I do implore you. The link is in the description down below. Now, of course, there is a lot of time trial challenges to be done on Ride 4, and we may even bring back the One Bike Championship. I know Sergio, Mad Max, Yatesy, they're all yearning for it, and I'm sure Sergio wouldn't mind making a new livery for another One Bike Championship. So if you are interested, if you're on PC and you feel like you can compete and be part of our championship aces, then definitely join the Discord server and put your name into the hat for a chance to race against us. So the way the One Bike Championship works, if you weren't aware, is it's kind of simplistic. It's kind of how it sounds. We're going to pick one bike to be in the championship, and then we all use the same bike with the same modifications, and we just maybe make some teams as we go, or just go solo for the entire duration of the event. But as far as Ride 4 goes, and as far as this competition will go, I think it'll happen either soon or towards the start of the new year. So definitely keep an eye out for that. But we will be bringing back the Superbike 22 content and MotoGP 22. Just need to try and balance it all in, really. Of course, I've missed content through the week from going to Motorcycle Live, or at least working the event. But now, it's going to be good. I'm going to have a lot of things planned, and I do think that we have got a lot of future endeavours coming to this channel. So I'm pretty excited, and I hope you guys are too. So definitely stick around for more. And if you're yet to subscribe, now's a great time to do so, because we are about to start our third lap here in the Tuscan Hills in Mugello, and I'm feeling more and more confident with the S1000RR. Now bear in mind, I didn't really use this bike much compared to the M1000RR or even the RM version of this fantastic motorcycle, so using this bike now feels a bit of a downgrade from the M1000, but not too much. It's still extremely competitive, it's very fast, and it's extremely nimble. So it's a very good combination of bike to choose here around Mugello, but I do feel compared to world record lap times, you do need to be looking at the Ducati Panigale V4R, the M1000RR, or even the Yamaha R1. Of course, the S1000 isn't quite competing with those bikes here in Mugello, but I'm still very confident that we can get into the 144s, only being 0.3 of a second away now. We could even potentially be looking at 143s perhaps. Just got to see how things go. But we now go into Corintaio for the third time of asking. We'll keep it in to the right hand side and hopefully keep that nice high apex to get the change of direction into Biondetti 1, and to turn it in early for Biondetti 2. We are absolutely flying on this particular lap, so I do think the 143s will be our next objective. But dropping down the shifts into Bacchini, try and bring it back up on the inside and give it some power. Might even cut across the pit lane entrance, as we do like now, and charge across the line to get a 1:44.771. A very solid lap time, if I do say so myself. Well, now being 0.7 of a second away as we run it deep into San Donato for the 4th time. We're managing a different line there, but as you can see, compared to the Ghost ahead, not too far behind, so it's not all over just as of yet. A little bit of a tighter apex into Poggio Secco has certainly benefited us this time around against our transparent friend, but now bringing it back into Materassi and chucking the S1000 over to the right hand side for Borgo San Lorenzo. It is neck and neck with the Ghost at this stage of the time trial event right now. And of course, guys, if you are looking to compete against my lap times, I'm on PC, so if you want to use my Ghost, you can do so by searching for it in the leaderboards. I do believe I've never done an actual full track here in this particular class, so it should be this particular bike and challenge. But of course, if you want to let me know what your best result is, certainly do so in the comment section down below, or better still, send me a message into the Discord or even on Instagram and I'll take a look at your lap times. But now going into the right hand side for Correntaio once again. Tighter apex this time around, but still going for the deeper line on the outside to then bring it back in as we now change direction. Getting a bit messy there, touching the outside of the circuit, touching the gravel. Certainly lost us a bit of time, but if we're confident enough here on the brakes, we might be able to close in on the Ghost. And I tell you what, that's a much better line there going into Bacchini. Keep it in nice and tight so we bring on the power. The medium tyres getting their work done here, but I'm telling you what, I do think we need to consider the soft option tyres. That front is a little bit warm, but nothing too much, as we do improve by 64,000 of a second. So after a very quick pit stop, it's time to push the limits with the soft option tyres. I think it's a combination of a soft front and a medium rear. Could possibly change things round and maybe go for a medium front, soft rear. But at this stage of the game, only 4 laps in, I would like to consider other avenues and all avenues before we make a definitive answer on what is the best tyre combination to use here in Mugello. So into the left hand side for Materassi we are, up into the first split, and I tell you what, we are pulling away from the Ghost behind, so that is a good sign. Still neck and neck as we get very close to the apex of Casanova there, and even better entry going into Savelli for turn 7, but now into the right hand side. I'm getting too close to the apex of the Arrabbiata 1 and have just right on cue doing it again right here in Mugello for the first Arrabbiata. Got to try and tidy that up a little bit, I think. But now into Scarpa, I'm feeling much better than I do when we play MotoGP. It's a nice entrance into turn 10, but coming into Pelagio now, very strong on the acceleration. But now into Correntaio, getting caught on the rumble strip a little bit. But we're still not looking too bad. As we go into the 12th corner, we have a chance of improving our lap times. Big wheelie there from the S1000 RR. No winglets to keep the bikes down for, so we were absolutely pushing against the anti-wheelie there just a moment ago, but sliding the rear into Bacchini for a extremely tight apex. We'll try it once again to get across the line and hopefully improve by a significant amount. So we are pulling into the pit lane entrance there and cutting across the apex and now going into the final straight for 1:44.473. So quite a solid performance as this bike is reaching its maximum potential. And before anyone does ask me in this particular video, I'm not using any settings or suspension changes for the S1000 RR. Everything is pretty much exactly as it was as the default setting. So coming out of Poggio Secco, the soft option front tyre is looking a bit warm. No cause for concern at this stage of the time trial, but maybe we'll only get one more lap in this one before we're going to have to go into the pits and change over with the front tyre. But now into the right hand side for Casanova. Beautiful apex there as we get it again into Savelli. A little bit too tight there, almost touching the gravel, and that would have been a nightmare if we could go on the grass. As we once again into Arrabbiata 1, going too tight, just leaning it in too much, wanting too much in this one. I think it was desperate to get into the 143s. You can't be that close to the next increment of second without getting into it. We're now into Pelagio as we bring on the power once more. Nice warm temperature here in Mugello, so we've got a great opportunity of keeping some good grip for the majority of this session, but now into Correntire. There is the transparent friend behind us, just briefly popping its nose. We get another wheelie going into the apex of Birmingham I'm, but 0.2 of a second is in our future if this lap time stays together. Braking firm into Bacchini and trying to keep a tight apex. A little bit of a different line, but you can see the difference on the power upon the exit. I just realised that the TCS and the anti-wheelie is still on. Might have to turn that off for another video, but for now it is what it is. But across the line, a 1:44.308, but I'm pretty certain with a fresh soft front and rear we can do better than that. Can we get into the 1:43s? Does a 1:43 beckon DrAce today in today's video, in the return to Ride 4 after spending a week in Birmingham doing the motorcycle live show with BMW? This time around it's for us to try and get back onto the track in virtual form to get the best lap time of the day. So a little bit deep into Materassi there. You've seen the rear just bounce out ever so slightly, but good recovery actually, charging towards the Ghost as we now go into the tight apex of Casanova, and we flick over in anger for the left hand side for Savelli. This could be the lap time that we need. I can still see the Ghost just a tiny bit ahead of us, but if we don't touch the apex for Arrabbiata 1, it's certainly going to set us up nicely for the next right-hander for the second of the Arrabbiatas. But now, if we get it right into Scarperia without the wheelie, without the endo, we should have a good chance of improving this lap time. Is it going to be a 1:43? That remains to be seen as we dice with track limits there just a moment ago. But now braking into Correntire, getting it into the middle of the circuit and then bringing it really tight to the apex. Do we get that wheelie again? Do we able to manage it? We are able to manage it this time around. Birmingham 1 tackled, Birmingham 2 nailed. Oh, really on the track limits there, but we still have a great chance of getting the 1:43. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Fingers and toes crossed, as this could be the 1:43 of the day, getting me back into Ride 4 in the best possible way. Across the line, is it going to be? It is going to be a 1:43.901. So ladies and gentlemen, a 1:43 has been tackled from me, DrAce. If you want to compare my lap times to yours, you can do so with this screen now. But that is pretty much it from me, so big thank you to you guys for being patient and waiting for more DrAce content. And of course, if you want to stay around for more, be sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing for a lot more DrAce content. But upon that note, guys, thanks for watching, and ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.